here we are. I've moved back in with my two best mates and their adorable wee boy. Even though my two best mates are sort of divorced and I'm sort of in love with one of them. So far it's good fun. Aye, just hanging about with Bob and Kenzie. The wee man's in having a nap now though, and Kenzie's just colouring away at the table. He's finally figured out not to eat the cranes. Dipping them in Marmite was a good shout. That was a joke, obviously. This morning, me and the wee men had our own indoor Euro 2020. I tell you, Kenzie's a pure natural. Like, definite player material. Why is he the left foot on him for a toddler? Of course, his aim isn't the best. He booted the ball full force right at one of Kim's vases, and honestly, we tried, but it's beyond repair. He's just seen the cheeky wee look in his face. Alright, it was me. I kicked it out. But we had the evidence at the bottom of the bin, and we had a wee chat with Kenzie about the bro code, so I'm reasonably sure we'll go away with it. Well, 50%. Maybe 30. I should definitely have another wee chat with him just to be safe, eh? Wow. So, it's working out pretty okay, really. Even if any time we play computer games, Bob takes a good control and leaves me the fake one with the wee dinky buttons, and Kim keeps hiding the remote and making us watch RuPaul's Drag Race. Last night, right, Bob actually managed to mess up toast and beans. I mean, it was so rank, even Mackenzie refused to eat it. So Kim says, that's quite an achievement, because Kenzie will eat anything. I've seen him eating duck and pennies. It's good to see them getting on, I suppose. No, it is good. It is. It's kind of awkward as well, though. And not just because me and Bob had to share a sleeping bag that night, Kim made me move back in. That was just because the spare room is a state. We've got the bunk bed now, though, so something's different, though. How I feel about Kim is just all the same. I mean, it's not like I look at her and go, ugh, it's... I don't know if it's because I'm like around them again all the time, or because Bob's always here, or it's confusing. How do you know if you're over somebody? See, when I think back to Frankie or Cassie or Zinny, the confusing thing is that they all left, I suppose. And so then I was forced to move on in a way, and then I would meet somebody new eventually, and then I would know, yes, I've moved on. But with Kim, it feels like I'm in limbo. So I've had this sore head for days because I can't stop thinking fine, so you're over Kim. What next? Because I see Kim with Bob and Kenzie, and troubled as it is that something that I can never have? Did any hope of a wife, loads of kids, 2.4 dogs, did that all go out of the window when Zinny died? Because since then it's been failed romance after failed romance. It was doing my head in. So I thought a lie down would do me good. It lasted over 5 minutes till Kenzie thought Uncle Gangy was a trampoline. But, do you know what? It was worth it. Because that wee rascal made me realise that I'm sort of an uncle. You know? And for that wee ray of light, I thought to myself, maybe I should just listen to Mama Roo. If you can't love yourself, how can you love somebody else? So why? That's what I'm going to do. Learn to love myself. Spiritual growth. A healthy mind and a healthy body and all that. I'm going to try just being on my own. Stop pining over women and learn to love just being me.